Well, we ask you a question today. Which item do you think is the most common item people try to take through security at Wichita's airport? So none of these is allowed. Guns, knives, pepper spray. 62% of you saying knives are the most commonly found, and you would be right. Devon Fastbinder looks at that for FF12 More investigators.
It is. In Kansas, the most common thing people try to take through security is a knife. Take a look at just some of the varieties that people have tried to take through here in Wichita. The TSA tells me that's not the only item they've had a problem with recently.
I don't know how this could go through without realizing that you have it with you.
While you may forget you have a pocket knife in your jeans or a small blade on your keys, it's pretty hard to forget you put this in your bag. Yet Robin Farlow with the TSA in Wichita says someone tried to take it through security.
The most common prohibited item that we don't allow through is absolutely knives.
While it's usually an accident, Farlow says the reason for all the knives is often hunting. People forgetting they left their hunting tools in the bag they try to take through security.
We have the most common, just small little pocket knives. And then the little Swiss Army knives, of course, are the most common.
But take a look at this.
It's a salt pellet gun. It shoots salt pellets for flies. And how's an average passenger going to know whether or not it's a gun or shoots salt pellets just because it has flies on the side of it? So can't go through a checkpoint.
One item you likely know is not allowed to go through security is a gun.
These are the latest 5 that were found here in Kansas.
And that's just in recent months. Though you can check them in your bag with proper documentation, you can't take one through security. Farlow says recent laws in Kansas have increased the number of people who have tried.
Before the concealed carry permits, we used to see an average of 2 guns per year in an airport our size. Now we're averaging approximately a dozen firearms per year.
Farlow says most of the time passengers taking these items do it by accident, but even so, it'll slow down or even potentially shut down the entire security area if you bring something that isn't allowed.
TSA won't confiscate your things. You can choose to leave them like we see here. All of these items were left. TSA says in a 9-month period, people turn over 300 to 400 pounds of prohibited items. You can also put them back in your car or mail them. The mail service at Wichita's airport mailed more than 17,500 items to people's homes in 2017.
All right, so here's a look at the penalties you can face if you're caught with one of those. If you get caught with pepper spray, it can get up costing you about $330 to more than $1,900 in penalties. Something that looks like an explosive, well, that can cost you between $650 to more than $3,200. And an unloaded firearm carries a civil penalty between $1,900 and $3,900. Penalties increase by at least $1,000 if that gun is loaded. You can view a